Hello, Persephone! Hopefully you've had some free time to yourself to play the video games. Specifically 16, so you could actually watch the stream. If not, well, it sucks. But at least you were here to start. Oh. Well, I had my hopes. Well, if you gotta go so you don't have spoilers, I'm glad you were here to start with. We might do 14 later, I don't know. That depends on if Keiwu decides she's up for it. Decorating Time's house. Ah. I was supposed to help with that, wasn't I? We could go do that. But I'd have no idea what him. In the meanwhile, though, the 14 might be later. Keiwu is playing Dead by Daylight with Ori and friends. If you want to see that, you would have to go to Ori's channel. They're way too calm in that game. I get easily freaked out. Didn't have fun. To sneak into Time's house later and see what it looks like. It looks wonderful. In the meantime, I think I need to wrangle up some kids that were stealing things. Well, thought to have been stealing things.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I have a feeling I'll know more if Keiwu wants to join around.
I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Because that's usually when the East Coast friends
telling you, I can
decide
fix them.
they're going to sleep. Guys, did you break it? Kids, be honest.
Sid!
Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Yeah, but you gotta pay attention
Well,
while
then
you're
your
taking
work
it
is already
apart.
half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Start with the arm. What's that for?
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
That is not what we were
think
talking
about
about,
it.
you
Now,
being bad.
what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Little cans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I wanted to weigh goose? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round.
With a purpose.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move?
I'm gonna be
and
honest,
how it's
I
supposed to
don't
move.
read cryptograms
So,
that well.
Let's put the pieces together first.
I don't know if
see
you've
what
noticed,
doesn't
Lore,
move,
I
and then
barely
stick the
read
cogwheel to that.
English.
Not
At
a bad
times.
idea. You see? It's not so
Just be
difficult.
Speaking in riddles over there.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and
Agreed.
learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
It'd be terrible code breaker.
Well, obviously you need to start with the
Never
body.
broken.
All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Now you're missing
Yes!
a piece.
We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Miradol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future.
Hairs.
She's showing us her secrets now,
ding
so we can
guesses.
help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
Ohio? What are...
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest
I left the
with Miss
desktop
Shirley.
audio on. We had the double audio. Shit!
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Why? Why do I have to be such an idiot at times? We just had double audio going on this whole time. I've been fucking things up. Well, back this way. We'll go tell someone we found the scales. The kids did have it. They broke them. Still broken. Unless they... Pro streamer. You know, I have seen a lot of streamers in my day. I feel like a scuff stream is a natural stream. It's the natural state of a... specifically VTuber streams.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
VTubers and
Well,
scuff streams.
did you solve the mystery?
They just go together.
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Ah, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
No need.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been
idea.
interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room, and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else, it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Yeah, hopefully they remember to fix the rest of that thing, because clearly I forgot to get it. 2 levels. Nice. Alright, that just leaves us all these other quests to do. Huh. We don't appear to have any option here. Apparently, we have to go do the main quest. Alright, I see how it is. Optional quests aren't so optional when they take it away. You look to be doing all right, Joshua. Title is wrong. It's Thursday. Hey, it's not wrong. That's if you want to, we can do it. If you don't want to,
out walking
I'll just continue with 16.
Enjoying this, are you?
Just do 14
Gavin, the
side
others could be
quests
in
like the
danger as we
stream
speak.
title suggests.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout.
Did I type 14
If Kandor
twice?
was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I'm an idiot. Side quest and 14, yes. That's why the title is wrong. Oh. Hold up. Someone give me it.
Let's go.
Right. Right into the desert.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
I mean, we
Time
don't
to
have
fight.
No, not time to fight. We can just keep going. Alright, title is fixed. If it,
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
if Keiwu
She's
wants to do
strong-willed,
some 14
loyal,
later,
and
we can
deadly
switch
with
to
a blade.
that.
Much like
For now, I
Clive,
think she
but
was
with better
doing
manners.
Dead by Daylight with friends. Friends who are way too calm in the face of killers. Huh. You don't seem to be doing so good, sir.
You're injured.
Understatement,
What happened
but
here?
all right.
Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead.
swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Okay, we can help them.
I'll go.
Help everyone else.
You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Lord Kupka's fucking dead.
Rest
I
well,
killed him.
soldier.
Did you ever see something out of the corner
You
of
said
your
the
eye
encampment
and
was
you were like,
close.
what was
Let's
that?
hope the Akashic
And
is still
then
there.
You just... There was nothing there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Where was this man? Oh, that way. I was like, where was this man's camp? Behind me.
Good. I got here in time.
Little tornado folks. Could have started this right after the tornado. Camp secured.
Someone there! Please! I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Where you at? Up here? You in the camp? Did I miss you? Oh no, you're farther up here. Where's you at? Oh, do you see something up here? Oh, here. Oh, you're in as bad a shape as your buddy.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He did now.
He was right to send you. Those things. You slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Hey, you shut your mouth, brah.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Yeah, I may have fucked up on mine. Beat the shit out of my brother.
Be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Jill, Joshua, no one is allowed to question me on my choice there. We're playing the good guy round. I wanna... Yeah, the audio's broken. Why? Oop. Oop. There we go. God, it was just a hair off. It was kind of hard to notice, but the audio was, it was delayed, and it was bugging me.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
I can walk from here.
Sure.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Nice. She can wait. I think we have the ability to move again. Hell yeah, we do. All right. Start with this side quest. Gotta get rid of all these side quests. Hello, Ruthleford. Where are you? Where is my uncle's man?
Have you heard the latest from Twinside? That the Empress is no more?
Of course the Empress is no more. We made sure
My
of
Lord
that.
Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you
Also,
for
my
coming.
brother's here too.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs.
Shit, we got a spy network.
And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
All right,
that sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
This feels like a fool's errand, but sure. Well, guess we got 2 down here. Sometimes I hear sounds in the background.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something. It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Goods, what's you up to?
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
The Reaper?
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
To be fair,
sorry to have kept you.
Multiple people could have the first name Karen.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in 2 places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but Be careful, Clive.
Buddy, you don't remember when
You too, Goots.
I turned into a giant beast monster and took out a giant dragon? Please tell me I can... Damn it! Every time with these silly walls. Oh, we gotta walk all the way around. That's bullshit. Alright, well, even though it's closer, we're gonna go to this one first, because that one's actually farther, you just don't know it yet.
Come on.
Yeah!
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then?
Kind
If
of.
you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
I mean,
or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
It's kind of cool. Just nod. Bob weave, motherfuckers. Mega flare! Oh, Jesus! You can aim it!
This one.
Do that! Come back here! He got my back.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Go right ahead, buddy. Go right ahead.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
But for now, we'll see about
Let's go.
this. I don't know why I did that. This is gonna be faster. I'm very silly at times. Very good at wasting time. I do a lot of nothing is what we're getting at.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Yeah, the safety is in your hands. Only you have the power to fight for your town.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Anybody here?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
You know, you should have picked more combatants. This is not enough. Look how poorly taken care of their weapons are.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
You were hired muscle.
Get him!
Pardon me. You!
Over here!
The healer's gotta die first, every time.
Over here! It's over! Over here! This one!
My turn to be the last hit.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well,
You can call me...
go on
Sid.
then. If you're going to end me, end me.
No. You're gonna
not
take
worth
me
the
to the
effort.
Bogwyn.
Now be gone. Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Goots, you fool!
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue.
Then I will not allow yours to continue.
I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goose, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
I mean, you really don't look like you had much done to you.
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
What the fuck? Karen. Calm yourself.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right.
Legs.
Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Right. Now we just get to hear these two quests.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures
Yeah, they're being dealt with by someone. Just not you guys. He tells me Rutherford's man is over there.
To the meadows,
No,
then.
That's what the captain said.
Oh, he's probably out there. I won't go do these other. Okay, so we need flour.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And
time to fight.
Our worm. Probably that guy over there. First way out.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
Yeah,
Should
blue
be easy
dragon
enough to
behind
spot.
us, yellow flowers in front. Here she be.
Now that is heady. This must be the Drake's Mint. That just leaves the Skyworm. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Oh my god, I've almost gotten it beat down a second time! Well, that was easy. Alright.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
That's not
Better
what I
head
meant.
back.
Actually, I don't know why I'm even calling you. Just teleport back to the obelisk. Obelisk. The obelisk. I break my words? I don't know. You there.
And what can I do
Potions,
for
please.
you? An excellent choice.
Why?
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Oh. Oh shit. Buddy, are you dying? Ain't no dying on us.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis?
Yeah, yeah, that would be
yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
All right. Who's ready for an ass whooping?
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Let me get my makeup flare off. Fuck you. So much pummeling thrown at him. He didn't see what was coming.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
Also, my brother is right here.
Strange that the garrison
He's
wouldn't
literally
intervene
the
in such a
Phoenix.
brazen
He's
attack
supposed to
so
take
close
the
to their
throne.
gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Alright, no dying on us. Seriously,
My uncle
no
certainly
dying.
has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
I mean, our refusal to take the throne really isn't helping the situation. 'Cause we could walk into that capital city, pull a little army, take it back, and be like, look, put our foot down. This guy's in charge while I'm gone. And no more bearer slaves in my land.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Breath of light. What can I do with that? Oh no. In the short term, back the light away. I can be done with all these side quests.
Oh, the moon.
Hey,
It seems
better
the
be
hideaway's
cooking
lost
up a
its
mean dish.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
I want my dragon stew
And what
now.
precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
See if you can one-up the stew of smelliness. Certainly
And here
looks
we have
nicer.
it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I swear to God, this man would
think
make
he
love
likes
to
it.
that food if he could.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Glad you're having fun with your recipe. Ah. None. Look, sorry for prying into your business.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
And don't you dare go
Oh,
helping
I will.
him.
If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
God damn it.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Alright. I was kind of hoping, though, you know, one good turn and all that. Okay, before we jump over there.
Trouble with your gear, or...
No, I just wanna...
So will it be?
Make. Well, that one I'm pretty close to. I just need the scar light. This one, though. That one I'm okay.
That it?
Yeah, that's it for now. I'll be back, though. Just you wait. Alright, let's go see your best friend, buddy, nurse, maid, servant thing. Ah, you must be Joshua's friend.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Well,
Rise,
pick your goddamn
Lady
head
Yote.
up.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Alright.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The King! He has come to save us from the Akashic!
No, I'm pretty sure he's the one who brought him here.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
least one of them had the sense to try to stop him.
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yeah, so it's
Come,
a trap.
Mythos.
Look, I'll accept your
Surely the
invitation.
prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
You couldn't have just told us, Joshua. You gotta have tapestries. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I've seen that before.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
He is... I am the first shield.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Yeah, stop trying to get yourself killed. And don't let me kill you.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
A very ominous fade out.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Bold enough to heed her call.
What do you need?
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right.
All right.
As soon as we
I'll
find
hunt
it.
your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all,
I
triumphant
don't remember any of those
return.
directions you just gave me, sir. But, alright. Yep. Hopefully it just points me in the right direction. In the meanwhile...
Beneath the flood, yes.
What are you doing
How
up
are
here?
those new boots treating you?
You there!
What? What you want, old man?
No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures, the most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead?
Alright,
You'll
what
be
do you need,
amply
man?
rewarded, of course.
I thought you said...
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
God, I hope I don't actually have to remember it. Or we might have an actual issue.
How are those new boots treating you?
That Cyril fellow's a lot of fish, don't you think?
Ladder good.
Well, scholarly sorts like
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
The sky go back to how it was. I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes are mine.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
What do you got? Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy needs a pottage.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her glorious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Freaking Moogle Guardians? Fuck, I don't remember.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Oh, just like 2 coins. Oh shit. That was a lot more.
How are those new boots treating you?
Huh. Seems to be inaccessible at this point. But let's continue with the... Damn it, I just want to jump off the edge.
Yes.
That's so much work for you people. That little leap there, you just make it last longer.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Too many?
Nearly enough, milady.
Oh.
Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Good to have you on our side.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
I feel like this man's gonna have a bigger role to play, but alright.
Pray accept this token.
Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very... You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Nothing to say, Joshua?
The free city's under siege.
Herb! Herb!
Ready, go?
Anybody else got a bird?
Run like the wind.
Colored bird.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
I am sure that this is the wrong way to Cover, but the right way to where I'm going.
Time to fight.
Company.
Enough of you, are there?
Pretty nice. We're just coming through. We came to fight that thing.
Thanks, girl. Old he may be, but it looks like there's
fighting him yet.
That is an amazing attack to end that with.
To me, flames! This one.
Yeah.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off.
Now we just gotta turn this in. Sir, your leather.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Better be at least 10K, or you lied to me. You gave me nothing! A bloodied hide and a meteorite? This is all I get? Fuck. Fuck. I help you people out again. This is bullshit.
The free city's under siege.
Herb.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Time for the free cities.
Orcs.
Hello.
Then let us be rid of them.
Friends. Let us not sully our hands with them. We're here to save friends, not stop orcs.
Clive. Smoke.
Has the city fallen?
Damn straight it has.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Swear to God, Joshua, no dying for me. I will turn this party right around. How are there more fucking side quests? Into the free city or to do the side quest? Ah, the side quest it is. One day I'll be done with this. Motherfucker! What do you want? Already saved the kids.
We're going to do this. We'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
All right, what do you
And what
need?
talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon.
I
The place was
literally have a
abandoned
base
a long time
that
ago.
was built
But when
for
the
this.
men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
I mean,
how could I refuse?
Gotta help the bearers.
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chairdra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Well, it's been fun, but I guess, to be honest, it's all right right there. I guess we go from here. We take a right. Be there in no time. Herb. See,
let's go.
On the rock.
Run like the wind.
Yeah. Alright, had to make sure I was headed right. Excuse me, buddy.
must have been a nice place once.
And it will be again.
These all the dogs? All nicely arranged? And this seems like one way to end it, just you lose.
I think that's the last of them.
Alright, cleared out. Hop back over here and we'll tell her we done did it. Yep, I'm an expert at clearing places out.
Something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet. Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Hey! It's clear and free.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
You know people who know where to find me. Now, I think your brother wanted a word with me.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
Fucked the place up.
She loves you.
And I love her.
Basically killed off the rest of our men.
Which is why I want this time to be different.
You know,
to show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Right. Now there's 2 more side quests. Last I heard, you people were headed off to war.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do.
What's up,
Clive?
Sir?
I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Well,
I will.
Seems like an easy enough
Thank
cause.
you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
They're out there?
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Joshua? Wait, is that you? You actually spitting in on these conversations?
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Yeah!
Back to the stables, girl.
Pardon me. Hey there. If you would all come with me.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What? What do we got?
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen.
I'll take care of the monster. You
Sid,
get these people to the hideaway.
Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Yeah, I can. I'll do what I can. Holy shit, it's to the east. Holy shit, I've been there before.
Come on.
Yeah. Gonna sneak our way into the fiend.
Time to fight.
It is not time to fight. Stop this closer. Oh, don't run into the trees.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Holy shite.
Quinton, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
So this is our
This must be
monster.
the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades
Don't worry,
didn't die for
I
nothing.
fought worse.
They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That isn't only a guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. This one.
combo! Just so much staggering gets done with it. It's so good!
If only we'd arrived earlier.
Well, let's go take down the judge.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice?
No,
my
it's
faithful
revenge.
comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Yep, that's what revenge is.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What? How did it get flooded?
Lostwing. My
Oh,
Lostwing.
an aether flood.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
God damn it, you bastard.
Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Over here! So you're lucky there was a rock in front of the boy. many of you!
All yours, Troy! Get him! Over here! This one!
Alright, there, finally. So many. Why was there so many?
I need to get back to Quentin.
Quentin! You fool!
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Well, Quentin, you pull your ass together.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Lostwing is lost.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains.
Yeah, that's what revenge is.
I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A little close to an Aether flood, but alright.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please.
Hey.
I am nobody's master.
No nation building in my
Quentin
backyard.
Will suffice?
I'm putting my brother back
After
on the
all,
throne so he can...
We are family.
Keep this all together. He can run the duchy. Then once that prince wakes up, we're putting him back on his throne.
Permit me to
so that
withdraw my
he can
request.
keep the empire.
I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward
Yeah,
to
you
it.
can wait. Especially considering you just lost your whole town. All right, Martha, what do you got going on now? How's this place falling apart? Every time I come here, it's another thing falling apart. The bridge, the people, everything. Martha? Find yourself.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven.
Seriously,
But
there's
only
a town
so many
up the
we can
hill?
shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space.
Where everyone was
what we
murdered?
need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping
Trying
you
to
might
get to
help
me?
me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Oh, no burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have
Oh.
sent someone to clear 'em
Two
out
birds,
sooner
one
if
stone
my
with-
boys
and
didn't
all that.
already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
Wade? What's going on?
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Yes, the Akashic are the bigger risk.
No need, my lord.
You
go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there, and may victory await our coming.
Can I just teleport it? Hell yeah, I can. Fuck walking. I'm teleporting. Walking plebs. Why walk when you can run? How you boys doing?
Who the hell are you?
I'm here to wipe you all off the face of the goddamn planet!
You will leave this place, or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not.
Oh. Well. Not
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Give up already. There we go. Oh, what? How long to give up? Well, I could have done better.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching?
I had Jill and
I
Josh
thought you were
was
keeping
help.
an eye out
I mean,
for
three
Akashic.
dominance, you would think we
were.
could take a couple
Put
bandits
down
and
more than a
slime.
few on the road. then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Alright, you guys have fun with this. Town. No, keep it put together. Keep it running.
Home. Without masters. No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Thought I shouldn't interrupt Jill. You know, I'm gonna be honest, ever since I started this adventure, I feel like everything's looking a lot worse than when I started. I mean, the bearers are doing better, but the land
there you
and the
are.
towns
All went
are
well,
looking
then.
like shit.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me.
Shape-shifting slimes are,
It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters
some
is
of us are
you
much
did
better
it,
at it than
and
others.
now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
I'm
No,
sure they'll
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
I really think we did. We're literally the two children of the former head of the duchy. It's like the one job the duchy had is take care of its people. And our mom did a terrible job. She left this place in a sorry state. Alright, no more side quests. Back to the priest.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
Joshua, you could be a little less formal. Hey, Uncle, it's your other nephew. He's alive too.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river.
I'm
Mind keeping
literally
an eye on my
supposed to
brother?
be keeping an eye on him.
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
I'll be fine. You know, I'm only being sent on a solo journey with the Emperor here.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Oh, they died so quickly.
They've been routed. They're wearing Waluta armor. This one. Get him.
real good combo going down here. Be growling at dog. Oh, these poor dead people. Ocean? Perfect.
This might take a while.
Okay, all of you, please come with me. Come with me. No. Hey, I want all of you.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Three bloody hides. Was kind of hoping for a healing potion, but alas, it was not to be. Oh, maybe in here. Oh, never mind. Maybe here. Oh, just a pen. Get him. Oh! Hey! Oi! Look here, motherfucker! Oh! Yeah! Damn straight you fall. Did I have that? Oh. It didn't disappear, so I'm kind of hoping maybe I can pick up the giant axe, but no. The giant axe for me. Damn it, more? You shitting me? More gill is always nice. It's nice. It's very nice. Alright, what's our big battle in here?
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. This one. Over here.
Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Maybe. I need to get some potions back. Potion? Fuck! Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Normal potion? Pick one.
Where are they?
Alright, what am I fighting now?
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? This one. Over here. This one. Over here. This one. Second.
I feel like I'm getting okay at dodging. Still not great at it, but okay.
Where is your master? What does he want? This one. Attack! This one.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Who are you?
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me.
No, they are not.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Garuda! Get him! Get him! Google, kill!
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Let's try. All yours, Drogon.
Be still like beating heart! Thanks, boy. Get him! One is seldom enough.
Come on.
Farewell.
Farewell. A very aggressive farewell, Clive.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
If there's no one to save, let's get the fuck out of here.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could.
That was a trap.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Three dominance against one. I think we got this.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
What do you want, sir? Jesus Christ, Clive, get your ass together.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Swear to God, if he kills Joshua, I'm gonna be kicked.
Try it.
god, it was just... Jill, you better not have gotten caught up in that
as
shit.
weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
No, Jill,
Hey!
no dying here.
Hey! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning. And they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Jill!
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Jill damn well better be alright.
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
No, not Jill. We can't just send an owl for Otto. We don't got any spells to reach this man. Some hope. There's no hope. We lost Jill.
Gav said that Otto
And
might
after
know
I
something.
almost murdered her, just like my brother. Those are the two people we can't lose. I've almost killed them both myself.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
Otto, hold on a second.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours.
$15.50 to get the next
Best of
one.
luck out there, Sid.
What have you got for me?
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
Now, do you have any of Sid's writings?
You lot don't do things by halves, do you?
No,
Well, at least
no, we all
everyone's still
try to
breathing.
get ourselves killed fairly
As for these
equally.
writings, I'm sorry
Because
to
we're all
say,
idiots.
Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Alright, let's go see what we got in the workshop. Mid's personal little dungeon.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
Look, I think midship is gonna fucking fly.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Matilda. I know you'll like your riddles. I reckon you'll appreciate this one. All my inventions, this one's the best. And, so when choosing this place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest. And now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising.
Huh.
So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be?
No word from Canva for days.
Perhaps Otto might know.
Please tell me Mid is all right.
Mid's fine. We're just working on a ship again. Otto! What's the first thing Mid worked on?
Well, did you find anything?
I reckon I
Possibly.
might have.
You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Pardon me, kids. I would like to use that.
Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
See what we can find.
Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
It started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed.
I think we're gonna make an
Let's see if we
airship.
can make some dreams come true.
We're gonna fucking fly. Stop attacking my chair. Or cords. Whatever. You know what you're doing. Don't do it.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No.
What
We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
We'll try. Can't promise anything, though.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
I'll definitely try on that one. After I get Jill back.
Every moment I waste here, the flagship sails. I have to get back.
I mean, we do, but at the same time, there's side quest again.
Cole said it was an army of Akash.
What do you got, sir? Why is yours a plus instead of a
All right,
1?
Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. It's half of that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Fine, we'll continue the Ballad of Blackthorn.
I'd speak to him again. Well,
Broody
I suppose
piece of
there's no
shit.
point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
Well,
better
yeah,
than to order
better put a
Taya to do
stop to
anything.
that.
But I'll speak to her.
Thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
I'm sure I will. Because it's a quest. It genuinely means that we're gonna get somewhere. Hey!
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodrigue.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their
Alright,
eyes.
easy enough.
Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
That's... My phone's acting weird. It's giving me messages that should have given me like 5 hours ago. Alright, before we go on this journey, let's go see what Blackthorn needs. Sir Dingy? What you be doing? Why you be brooding over a fucking ring? God damn it, there's another quest down there! So many!
Bloody hell,
I want an airship, but I want to get the side quest done.
And you got better things to do with your time.
Well, stop brooding over random pieces of metal.
August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Vast has improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
No, it's
it
not
matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Alright, yeah, I guess I can eat it. After he goes to see about fucking... I was hoping that I'd only have 2. There's a third. How many more are there? Oh, thank God, it's just the 1. Look, I don't want to help you grow any more of your stupid plants. Although it is looking nice down here. I digress. What do you need?
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know, but hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
So I gotta kill a Morble. Alright.
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
About time.
I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
You little shit. Fine, we'll go hunt the stupid Morble. I don't have Jill. And I don't have Joshua. I don't even know if I have my dog. I guess I could go see if he's standing next to Karen. Oh, I want to go this way. I don't know why I started headed up the stairs.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes would look good. My dog is here. All right, buddy. What do we got on our hunt board? Yeah, more roll sightings. Should really clean this shit up. Alright, it's just a bee. Whispering Waters in Rosaria. I want to see the local. Swamps would be near Martha. Spring Walk. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we could go from the reeds up to the waters. Would be simple enough. Dog with me! You, me, and the burb. Come on, Ambrosia.
Let's go.
Oh, hold up. You know,
Be safe.
we'll go after that in a bit. Mostly because I apparently have, you know, no potions. I want to buy some. We'll go do one of these other quests and grab some potions while we're at it.
Are you buying or selling?
That's a nice blade.
Of course.
But I'm here to buy potions.
A fine choice.
Thank you. Oh, gotta get all the way up there. Ah! Alright. I don't have time to do all these other things. So we're gonna call it an evening. It's too bad Keiwu didn't want to do 14. A little disappointing. Would have liked to go further in there. Really want to get to Endwalker. Be nice. But alas, it'll have to wait. You all have a great evening. Peace.